And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now Trubisky. Hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards on the play. First down.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Trubisky is going to let this one go deep. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And he will bring this all the way up to the 30-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 right at the 30. Now Carr. Man open left side, it's Williams. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
50 down. 58, come on. 180. 180, we're good, we're good. 280. We're good.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Come on, dude.
On 2nd and 11 now. Carr. And to the left side here, Wilson. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you've got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them.
Johnny, you need to come sit down with me.
Battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Check the backer, check the backer. White Monday down.
22-jet bomber, 22-jet bomber.
On the ground, this is Jalen Richard. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Danny Trevathan there to bring him down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run pass option. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing really well.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Carr. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. From 10 yards out. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. That's one of those touchdown tosses where if it's an inch to the right or left, it's not a touchdown. He had to put it right on the money.
Yeah, and how did he do that? everything around him, everything swirling, all the coverage downfield. Somehow he spotted the opening and put it right there.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
They run. This is Cohen. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Here's Trubisky to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick, and this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down to score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
I got you. Jumper.
Carr going to throw. Flushed out right, and he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Hit the wrong play.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. From the gun, it's Carr. He may try and run for this. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Carr can beat you in a lot of ways. The scramble there, a perfect example as he gets the first.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
The screen is putting his neck.
Check. Who's right feet? You're mine. He's checking. Crash.
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
Carr on target to AB. All the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Antonio Brown, 30 yards. And the Raiders add on to their lead.
Well, partner, go ahead and strike up the band, cue up the dance moves. AB is in the end zone yet again, and that's not a surprise at all. His ability to turn something into a bigger play after the catch, that run after catch, one of the things that helps separate him as one of the elite receivers in the NFL.
This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Check, walk 54, walk 54. Come on, baby, come on, let's go.
Now Trubisky on first down. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Curtis Riley. 20, 10, and the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and which also...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Carl Joseph. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, finding his way into the backfield.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. To throw, it's Carr. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Well, the timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. Completes it to the tight end, Burton. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Trey Burton, 37 yards. And the Bears get a bit closer. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Now Carr. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play.
all that practice time came to fruition on now play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, mini camp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
Carr completes it, and he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. That's sacked by Khalil Mack. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
I'll never understand how they do that either.
Go, go, go.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. This will be caught by Brown. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Carr now to throw. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Leonard Floyd able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
After the sack on 1st down, Carr over the middle. He's got Tyrell Williams. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. The Raiders on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This time it's 3rd and 3. Shotgun now for Carr. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. It was the veteran Prince Amukamara that time who had the play covered from the start. 4th down, and on comes the Raider kicker, Daniel Carlson. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that'll push the lead up to 17. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
Nine seconds to play, likely the final snap of the first half as it's 1st and 10.
You got 3 down.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. Going up top for Miller. And my goodness, another interception. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway.
All day, baby, all day.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. On the ground, Jacobs will get the third quarter started, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Switch. White.
Once again, it's Jacobs. They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there.
Definitely too early to panic, but that is his 4th carry of the game, and collectively has a total 10 yards. So maybe there's no panic, but maybe some concern.
Yeah, and maybe a little concern up front because they're not giving him any space right now.
Come here. Let me see. Come here.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. So no problems moving the ball in the first half, but they'll likely come up empty here on drive 1 of quarter 3.
And it was so important for the defense to get that stop, because what we witnessed in the first half was them getting run over. And they needed the confidence, and they needed to get off the field so they felt good going forward in this game.
The good kick, 48 yards, 4 on the return. And the Bears take over. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And Robinson with a big catch. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. Credit the sack there to Arden Key. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Looking deep. And now here's another interception. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. They give it, and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run pass option. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. From the gun, Carr. Man open left side is Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The end result, 21 yards.
And there's a man they call AB, always a volume receiver. He gobbles up catches. Holds a number 2 and number 4 spots for most receptions in a season in NFL history. And in 2015, just 7 catches shy of setting the single-season mark for most receptions, currently held by Marvin Harrison, a Hall of Famer.
He had 136 catches that year on the heels of 129 the season before. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Throwing now is Carr. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this.
From midfield, here's Carr. taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Khalil Mack, he's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. They juked him. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 16.
Let's go, D, let's go.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That is caught by Cohen. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it's a 2nd down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. A gain there of 21 yards.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Now it's Trubisky. That's complete right side to Gabriel. 11 more yards that go around. A 1st down as well. Trubisky now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now in the East Bay. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Trubisky will throw. Connecting with Burton here over the middle. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. From the red zone now, here's Trubisky on 1st down. And that incompletion breaks a string of 5 straight connections. And it's 2nd down. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today. I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. And my goodness, another interception. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. And give him now 4 interceptions in this game. That's only the 3rd time this has been done since the year 2000.
I think that tells you how much better teams have gotten at throwing the football. If you go all the way back to 1960, 12 times before that, there have been guys who've gotten 4 interceptions or more in a game. I mean, most recently, since 2000, Deltha O'Neal and D'Angelo Hall.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Throwing again. Carr. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. 3rd touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is now 24. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They begin the drive on the ground with Cohen. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
I I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards there and a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Trubisky to throw. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. 25 yards that time.
It's got to the point where we see guys like that make that type of a catch. Not fair goes through my brain. That size, that speed, and now they're acting like wide receivers too.
Yeah, tight end one-handed catches. They're kind of like what? And he's got his man. That's Robinson. Touchdown Bears. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Bears cut into that lead. Now Trubisky will lead the Bears up to go for 2. Looking to throw again, Trubisky. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, we try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, you know, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 26.
You better not.
On the ground is Jacobs to start the drive. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away.
Switch General West.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Here comes Cohen. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
I'm going to come back to you. Blue. Kill.
Now Trubisky on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Burton. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong.
And now here's another interception. Picked up by Carl Joseph, and he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8.
The last time we saw 7, 2001, right?
Yeah.
Ty Detmer. He was with the Lions at that time. To get to 8, are we sure he knows what color jerseys his team's wearing in this one?
I don't know. It has not been good. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, Jacobs. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. So this one, a victory for the Raiders.
Her doing the same too.